Let me start with a confession. Every time someone tells me a soundbar can replace a full home theater, I usually roll my eyes. Big towers, big subs, wires everywhere. That's what real home theater has always meant. But then I spent time with the Samsung HW-Q990D, and yeah, this one made me stop mid-movie and just say, okay, that was wild. So today, I'm not here to hype. I'm here to tell you exactly what this thing does right, where it quietly trips up, and whether it's actually worth that premium price tag. You know that moment when a system either pulls you in or doesn't? With the Q990D, it happens fast. The room doesn't just get louder, it gets taller, wider, deeper. Jets don't sound like they're in front of you. They sound like they're slicing across the ceiling. Dialogue doesn't sit on the screen, it floats in space, perfectly locked to the actor's mouth. This isn't simulated surround pretending to be immersive. This is 11.1.4 channels actually doing work. And the craziest part? Everything you need soundbar, sub, rears is already in the box. No upgrades, no add-ons, no optional speakers later. The sound. Big, cinematic, but surprisingly controlled. Samsung didn't just go for power here. They went for control. The bass hits hard, but it doesn't spill everywhere. Explosions rumble your couch, but dialogue stays clean. Music swells without drowning out effects. You feel the weight, but nothing feels bloated or messy. I noticed this most during action scenes, fast, chaotic moments where lesser systems collapse into noise. The Q990D stays composed. And when things get quiet, whispers stay intimate. Small details, footsteps, cloth movement, background ambience come through clearly. That balance is rare in soundbars. Usually you get punch or clarity. Here, you get both. Dialogue. This is where Samsung quietly wins. Let's talk about voices, because this is where people usually get frustrated. Low volume, late night watching, busy scenes. Samsung's dialogue handling is honestly excellent. Not artificially boosted, not robotic, just clear. The system actively understands what you're watching and pulls voices forward without announcing that it's doing it. It's the kind of clarity where you stop reaching for subtitles and don't even realize it. Gaming. The surprise MVP feature. Here's where the Q990D separates itself from almost every flagship soundbar before it. Gaming isn't an afterthought. You get HDMI, 2.1, 4K at 120 Hz, VRR, and this part matters no noticeable input lag. None. Explosions hit exactly when they should. Directional audio stays locked in during fast movement. In shooters, positioning feels precise. You can track motion around you without second-guessing the sound, and the system automatically switches modes when it detects a game. No menu diving, no fiddling. Just play. If you own a PS5 or Xbox Series X, this matters a lot. The smart stuff. Mostly excellent, occasionally annoying. Samsung packed in everything. Wireless Dolby Atmos, AirPlay 2, Chromecast, voice assistants, tap to play from your phone. It's all here, and it mostly works exactly as you'd expect. Room calibration is especially impressive. The system actually adapts to your space, not just applies a generic curve. You can hear the difference when it's done right. That said, the front LED display? Not great. It works, but it's small, subtle, and not the easiest thing to read from across the room. It's not a deal breaker, but it's definitely not Samsung's finest design moment. Design and setup. Big, clean, and shockingly easy. This is a large system. No sugarcoating that. The bar is wide, the sub has presence, but everything feels premium, solid, purpose-built. And setup? Almost suspiciously easy. Plug it in. Connect one HDMI cable. The speakers pair wirelessly. Done. No crawling behind furniture, no calibration mic dance, no headaches. For something this powerful, that's a huge win. Music. Not perfect, but better than you'd expect. Here's the honest part. For pure two-channel music, a dedicated stereo system still wins. Physics is physics. But for a soundbar system, The Q990D does a genuinely good job. Wide soundstage, clean separation, bass that supports instead of dominates. Atmos music can sound incredible when the mix is good. Some tracks feel expansive and alive, others can feel a bit forced. But overall, this is a soundbar you'll actually enjoy listening to music on, not just tolerate. The price question. Is it worth it? Yes, it's expensive. And yes, there are cheaper Samsung options that sound very good. But here's the difference. The Q990D doesn't feel like a compromise. It feels like the finish line. If you want the most immersive soundbar experience available right now, movies, gaming, sports, everything, this is it. To beat it, you're looking at a full AV receiver setup. More wires, more space, more complexity. And for a lot of people, that's not worth the trade. Final verdict. The Samsung HW-Q990D isn't trying to be good for a soundbar. It's trying to be the reason you don't need anything else. It's powerful without being sloppy, immersive without being gimmicky, feature-packed without being overwhelming. It's not perfect. It's not cheap. But if you want one box, well, 4 boxes that genuinely delivers a theater-level experience at home, this is the one that finally makes the argument stick. And honestly, I didn't expect to say that.